have a resistance right here. What is the resistance value? Resistance value is given as 1000 ohm. Okay. Then we have an inductor, that is L, that is 1 Henry, and we have some voltage V is equal to 220 volt. Okay. Now our main task is to find out the impedance Z. Okay. Then we have to calculate the current. Okay. After that we have to find out the power factor cos of phi. Okay. Then lastly we have to calculate the power. Okay. So how you will calculate this impedance? You know very well. This Z is equal to R square plus XL square, and you will put the value of this resistance, that is 1000 ohm, that is 1 kilo ohm. Okay. And you have to put the value of XL. Okay. So what is the formula for XL? The formula for XL is 2 pi FL. Okay. So frequency is always 50 hertz. In India we are using the frequency 50 hertz. If this frequency is not given, you have to assume the frequency 50 hertz right here. So we will put the values of pi and frequency, and the inductor value is 1 Henry. We will calculate the XL value to 314 ohm, and we will put that XL value right here. Okay. And we solve this equation, we will get the impedance value up to 1048 ohm. Okay. Our next task is to calculate the current. How to calculate the current? I is equal to V upon Z. So we know the voltage is 220 volt. Okay. And you have calculated the impedance Z, that is 1048, and you can see right here current value is 0.20 ampere. Okay. After that we have to calculate the power factor, that is cos of phi, and you know how you can represent the cos theta. Cos theta is equal to B upon H. Okay. Across this B, what is the value? Across this value, this base VR is the value. Across this H, what is the value? Complete voltage is available, V. Okay. So how you can represent this? VR is equal to IR, whereas this V is under root of VR square plus VL square, and we can solve this I into R divided by I is common between both these equation, then R square plus XL square. Okay. I will cancel out, and you will find this equation is R upon under root of R square plus XL square. Okay. That is Z. Okay. So this is the formula right here. You will put the value of these R registers and impedance value, and you will find the power factor is 0.9, that is lagging. Okay. After that you have to calculate the power. After that you have to calculate the power. So what is the formula for power? Power is equal to voltage multiplied by the current. So you have the input voltage 220 volt, that should be multiplied with this current, and you will get the power is equal to 44. Okay. You can see right here. Here we are connecting one capacitor. Okay. With some voltage, we have applied the voltage V is equal to Vm sine of omega t. Okay. This is the input voltage we have applied right here. If you apply some voltage, current will flow through this circuit, that is I, and this capacitor will store some charge. Okay. So the alternating voltage is represented by this V is equal to Vm sine of omega t, and the charge stored in the capacitor Q is equal to C into V. Okay. So what is the current value right here? I is equal to rate of change of charge. Okay, so when it will store some charge inside this capacitor, you can represent it as I is equal to rate of change of charge. Okay, so you will put the value of Q. So Q is equal to C into V. So we will put that value right here. After that, we will put the value of voltage. So what is the value of voltage? Voltage is Bm sine of omega t, and we will put that value right here. So what is Bm sine of omega t? You know very well, this is a sinusoidal waveform or a sinusoidal signal right here. So we have a voltage level right here, and you can see right here, this is the maximum voltage. Okay, so when you apply this voltage, it is represented as Bm. Okay, so this sine is a sinusoidal waveform. So Bm sine of omega t, this is a amplitude, and this is your sinusoidal waveform. Okay, and you will put that value right here, and we can take the common factor out of this differentiation, and we will differentiate sine of omega t. So after differentiating sine of omega t, we will get omega c into Bm cos of omega t. Okay, and when you move this omega and c constant factor value to the basement, so you can represent it by 1 upon omega c. So you know very well, this xc is equal to 1 upon omega c. Okay, so this is a capacitive reactance, and you will put this value right here, and we will get the equation as sine of omega t plus pi by 2. Okay, so this is the equation which we can represent right here. I is equal to Vm upon xc into sine of omega t plus pi by 2. Clear, everyone? Quickly give your response. Now after this, we have to find out the maximum current value. Okay, so how to find out this maximum current value? So maximum current value will be calculated if your sine of omega t plus pi by 2 is equal to 1. Okay, so we will put that value. This Im is equal to Vm upon xc into sine of omega t plus pi by 2. That should be equal to 1. Okay, that should be equal to 1. So we will put this value 1 right here, and we will find out the maximum value of this current. Okay, and how you will find out this factor? This will depend upon these quadrant. In first quadrant, all is positive. In the second quadrant, sine and cos is positive. In third quadrant, tan and cot, and in fourth quadrant, cos and secant. Okay, and you can find out these equations using the formula right here. Okay, so how we will get this cos of omega t to sine of omega t plus pi by 2? So you can see right here, this is cos of theta. So cos of theta can be represented in different values. Okay, so you will put this value right here, and you can calculate this value to the maximum when all the value is equal to 1. Okay, so this is a purely capacitive circuit in which we have the phase. Okay, the current through the purely capacitive circuit lead the applied voltage. How you can say that this is leading? So you can see right here, this sine of omega t plus pi by 2. So this angle pi by 2. Okay, so current value is leading right here. Okay, so omega t plus pi by 2, that means it's leading right here. So current is leading in case of purely capacitive circuit to the voltage by 90 degree. Okay, and when you draw some phasor diagram right here, this is a voltage which you applied right here, and current is changing. Okay, this is the current value. So this current leads the voltage. You can see right here, current is leading the voltage by 90 degree. Okay, so this is the phasor diagram for purely capacitive circuit, RC series circuit. In this RC series circuit, we will create the circuit right here, and firstly we will draw the phasor diagram. Okay, so how to draw the phasor diagram right here, you know very well. Across this particular RC series circuit, we have resistor and capacitor are in series, and we are applying some voltage across this RC series circuit right here. The potential difference across resistor is BR. The potential difference across this capacitor is BC. Okay. So how to calculate these potential difference right here? According to Ohm's law, VR, this voltage is equal to I into R. Okay. So voltage is in phase with the current. This is a purely resistive circuit, and we can say the voltage and current are in the same phase in resistive circuit. And this is your capacitive circuit, which we can represent as I into XC. Okay, so what is XC? XC is the opposition to the flow of current, that is capacitive reactance. Okay, XC is the capacitive reactance, and we find out this VC by using this Ohm's law. Okay, so voltage is 90-degree behind the current, or you can also say current is leading 90-degree to the voltage. It is a vice versa statement. Okay, so current lead the voltage by 90-degree, and the vector sum of these voltage drop is equal to the applied voltage V. Okay, and we will draw this phasor diagram right here. You can see across this resistive component, your voltage and current in the same phase. Okay, there is no phase difference right here, but in a y-axis you can see this voltage is lagging. Okay, voltage is lagging, VC is lagging right here by 90-degree. That's why we have drawn this resultant to the opposite direction, as we have seen in the case of RL series circuit. Okay, and we are drawing right here a perpendicular, and with the help of Pythagoras theorem we can calculate all the values, as we have discussed in the previous sessions also. Okay, so this VC is equal to I into XC, where X is equal to 1/2 pi into FC. From this right angle triangle, using this Pythagoras theorem, H is equal to under root of B square plus P square. We will put these values. Across B we have VR value, across P we have VC value. Okay, so we will put the value of this voltage right here. Across this resistor we have a voltage IR. Across this capacitor we have a voltage I into XC. Okay, and we will put these values right here, and we solve this equation, and we find out the current value I is equal to V upon Z, same as the case of RL series circuit. Okay, so here this Z is the total opposition offered by the flow of AC by the RC circuit, series circuit, and called as the impedance of the circuit. Okay, now we have to calculate the phase angle. So we know very well tan theta is equal to P upon V. So across P we have a value. What is value? VC. This is your perpendicular. VC is perpendicular, whereas VR is a base. Okay, so we put the values right here, VC upon VR, that is I into XC upon IR. So those equal terms will be cancelled out with each other, and you will get the output XC upon R. And with the help of this phi, you can find out the phase angle. Phi is equal to tan inverse of XC upon R. Okay, after that we have to find out the power. So what is the formula for power? P is equal to V into I. So we will put the values of voltage and the current. So you know the value of voltage is Bm sine of omega t, and current value is Im sine of omega t plus phi. Okay, we will multiply these equations, and we will take the common values out. Okay, and we derive these expressions by using formula 2 sine A sine B. This is a formula. Okay, so cos A plus B minus cos A plus B. Okay, so you will find out this expressions and solve these expressions, and finally you will get the power value is equal to Vi into cos of phi. Okay, and from here you can calculate this power cos of phi, power factor we can say it. Cos of phi is equal to V upon V, and it is represented by R divided by Z, same as we have discussed in RL series circuit. That's why I am not explaining it, okay, because we have already seen this expression in RL series circuit. Okay, and this is the phasor diagram right here. In this phasor diagram you can say one is the voltage waveform, second one is power waveform, and last one is your current waveform. Okay, so these three waveforms are represented right here. In this waveform you can say current is leading to the voltage, okay, or voltage is lagging to the current. Clear everyone? And you can see the statement of this voltage V is equal to Vm sine of omega t is taken as a reference quality, and power is negative between 180 degree to phi and 180 to 360 degree minus phi, and 360 degree rest of the cycle power is positive. Area in positive loop is move, then negative loop set negative power of a positive circuit. So this is your RC series circuit. It is a similar circuit as we have discussed in the previous class. Okay, so in the previous class we have seen RL series circuit. Just one difference is there. In RL series circuit your voltage is leading, whereas in RC series circuit your voltage is lagging. Okay, other expression is very much similar. You have to follow the steps, that's all.